Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. Alright, we'll begin momentarily. This will be another weekly roundtable. So let me share the live out real quick. Alright. Hey,
Shalawam.
Yahawah. Again, we'll start in like 2 minutes. I'm just sharing it out, trying to give brothers a little bit of time to get up in here. What you been on though? Oh shit, we good now. Alright, we can run it. Alright.
Let's get it.
Alright, hey, facing the east. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Those are the true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah is the Father's true name. That means He is, He exists. Yahawashi is the Son's true name. That means He saves, He delivers. And Rakakwadash equals a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. That's how you say Holy Spirit. This is all in the Lashawan Kodash, the holy language, the holy tongue, also known as the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew. All right. Second of all, giving double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well, and sincerity taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother Yeramiah Kazak back with hopefully another edifying roundtable, with whatever brothers choose to come up, all right, that teach the GMS doctrine, like-minded individuals. All right. So hey, let's get right into it. This one is gonna be on order, and that right there that's where you gotta first start. You get the names and then you enter into this military and what? You learn the order. I did a lesson this week entitled Courtesies and Customs, right? Because I remember, in the military, I learned the courtesies and customs. So, like, to salute an officer, I didn't know really where to do it, how to do it, or things of that nature. To not wear cover inside, a hat inside, these type of things. So you have to learn those courtesies and customs pertaining to the scriptures, because we are entering into a military, man. So I'll start whatever you guys require, you bring it out. I'm gonna start over here in Corinthians.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in a minute. I'm waiting on the noise in my background to calm down.
Kind of. All right. So this is Let's start at 26. I'm going to start at 1 Corinthians 14 and 26. Actually, really? I could start at 20 and read a lot. I started 20. Forget it. We got 2 hours. All right. So it reads 1 Corinthians 14 and 20. Instruction for the church, as you can see. Now, instruction goes into order. Instruction is given to what? To facilitate order, to bring structure. So that instruction is coming from what? An authority figure. Who is the authority figures that we have today? That's the elders, man. The elders, the apostles, the bishops that have been set over us. And those elders once had elders that were set over them. You understand? So the Most High didn't just willy-nilly, it's no such thing as a self-taught Israelite, right? You have to understand this for you, because you have a lot of lone wolf Israelites that want to be by themselves, and they just I'm gonna do it by myself, I'm gonna do this and do that and boo boo boo. But that's a mistake that you make. Moses wasn't by himself. Okay, King David was not by himself. This is why you have the tabernacle of David, the house of David, with many men that were with him. All right, even on the left-hand side, the house of Saul, it was many men that was with him. Yahawashi came forth, and did he come by himself? No, he gathered the disciples. So it's better to be in a camp, man. It's always, regardless what you do, you're going to be in the company of something, right? So camps was always a part of Israel. Now, furthermore, let's start here. Verse 20, brethren, be not children in understanding. Howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men. You got to gird up your loins and understand that you have to mature in this thing. And that's bringing you to being perfect and being complete. Not looking at things with a petty mindset, a little mindset, a pipsqueak mindset, but you're looking at the broader picture. This is not just about you, bro. This is about us as a nation as a whole. This is about a body, the body of Hamashiach. Okay? And if brothers want to help, brothers in the comments, you can throw me up some scriptures pertaining to the body of Hamashiach, right? Because that's what we're going to move to. Verse 21. In the law it is written, with men of other tongues and other lips will I speak unto this people, and yet for all that will they not hear me, saith Yahawah. Wherefore tongues are for a sign, not to them that believe, but to them that believe not. But prophesying serveth not for them that believe not, but for them which believe. So this truth, at the end of the day, man, is for those that believe. Why are we on the YouTubes, the TikToks, wherever we at, on the street corners, prophesying? We're not prophesying for those that don't want to hear. We're not here to entertain debates. We're not here to prove anything to you. We're here for those that believe, those that want to leave, those that are tired pertaining to the lesson I just did. Are you tired yet? We're here for those that are tired, to give them the good news, to give them good tidings, right? To let them know, bro, salvation is near. It's nearer than when Paul spoke of it. It was near then. How much more now? So we're looking for the flock, right? Verse 23. If therefore the whole church be come together in one place, and all speak with tongues, and there come in those that are unlearned or unbelievers, will they not say that you are mad? So that right there sums up the Christian church, the black church, where they come and they speak in those things which are not tongues. It's not tongues. Okay? It's really just a demon on them. That hashabash tash, all that bullshit. It's a demon that's on them. You understand? Now, when we come together at the beginning of every single lesson, what do we say? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Ukakadash. And then we break it down. So we speak in those tongues, which is simply a different language, but we relay to you the understanding of it. Yahawah equals He is, He exists. That's the Father's name. Bahasham means in the name. Yahawashi is the son's name. That means he saves, he delivers. Bahasham, once again, in the name. Rakah means what? Spirit. Kodash equals holy. Okay? So then you put it all together. So we relate to you what these tongues mean, because this is the one, it's the most important tongues that you have to learn, which is the Father's name and the Son's name. You understand? All right. You'll learn the rest of the Hebrew as you grow, as you come into this thing. You'll learn Hebrew prayers. You'll learn Hebrew curses. You'll learn how to pray for yourself, how to pray for your household. You'll learn all of this as time goes on. But I'm looking for a Jake that's coming in right now. What do I need to teach this brother? He coming here calling on Jesus. What do I need to teach him before he leaves? He need to stop calling on Jesus. He need to know how to call on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Point blank, period. I'm not about to try to get that brother, hey, bro, you got to learn this Hebrew prayer by the night. He just came in, right? I'm going to prophesy. We're going to tell him what's going on, right? So you have to teach Jake piece by piece, little by little, right? You baptize over time with the scriptures. You don't just get baptized in one day. You have to constantly come back and get that understanding, you know? So this is why we constantly push out lessons. And Great Millstone is the ones that's doing this, okay? Every camp that you see on the corner, those on that side preaching and teaching, and those that's on the other side, like myself, okay? We are producing lessons. It's requirements. The elders require of us to teach, to preach lessons, man. And they check, you know, hey, bro, you ain't even doing your lessons. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You got it, Zaquan.
No, you got it. I'm just letting you roll.
Oh,
I'm coming after you though. We on course.
Con. All right. So at the end of that scripture, what did it say? If you going forth and teaching all these tongues and stuff, and people come in there and they unlearn and unbelievers, will they not say that you are mad? Because they don't understand what you're saying. So you have individuals on here that want to just boast and talk in the Hebrew. They want to boast because, you know, they know this and they know that, and they're trying to make themselves look higher than everybody else. But it's not edifying. I could sit here and I could send up curses and do Hebrew prayers, and we could do that. We could do that easily. That's whatever, you know? But is that edifying to the flock? No. That's why we teach to you in your native tongue, because it was said that we would teach with stammering lips in a different tongue to our people in the land of captivity, which we are in.
And real quick, what
Yep.
you're speaking on is what I'm holding. Because at the end of the day, you could know all the Hebrew that you want, but if you don't understand these scriptures, then what good is that Hebrew gonna do you? Which goes back to what I always state and what I'm gonna continue to state. I don't care how many of you so-called Israelites, and that's what I call y'all, so-called, meaning you unorthodox Israelites, the Israelites that think you in the truth, but you're not. I don't care how many of these laws that y'all think that y'all could keep perfectly. At the end of the day, if your doctrine is off, if your faith is off, if you don't understand the movie, then guess what? You are destined for deletion. Point blank, period. Because you don't understand the movie. You don't understand the prophecies. Here it is. You could understand all the law that you want, but yet you don't know what the mark of the beast is. You don't know what the image of the beast is. You see that? You don't know about Jacob's trouble. You don't understand know nothing about none of these things. You don't know the true name of Yahawah, the true name of Yahawashi. So how is keeping all these laws going to help you? How are you going to be justified? You're not justified by the law because you can't keep all the law. So that's strike one already. Strike two is you don't even hold the truth. And strike three is you've been preaching falseness. You've been preaching falsehood, deceits, lies. You struck out, man. So this is what you got going on. This is what happens when you don't listen to elders, when you don't have elders. You start teaching something that you shouldn't be teaching, speaking on certain things that you shouldn't be speaking on because you don't know. And you're just winging it, going along, thinking you're doing something sweet, thinking you're doing something good because you got simpletons maybe giving you some damn fiat currency. So it's pumping up your head, telling you nice breakdown, but they don't even understand the breakdown them damn selves. Just vain vanity. Vanity everywhere. No truth going out. Why? Because you're not up under learned elders and you refuse to be up under them. And once again, I'm holding a chapter and verses that's going to go into this. But you got it, bro.
Okay. This is continuing in 1 Corinthians 14 and 24. But if all prophesy, and there come in one that believeth not, or one unlearned, he is convinced of all, he is judged of all. And thus are the secrets of his heart made manifest, and so falling down on his face, he will worship power and report that power is in you of a truth. So this is why we prophesy constantly, man. You know, and it's going to bring it out. It's going to bring what's in the dark to the light. You can't sit here and deny that the YT man is ruling over the earth at this point in time. When we bring these things out, you can't sit here and deny these things. Who has all the bases? Who has 850 military installations all over this planet? Esau. Okay? Who's ruling the earth? Who right now is controlling the food? Who has sovereignty over you? Who's making you pay taxes and doing all of this? Right? Esau. So by us prophesying and telling you these things, it's gonna convince the gainsayers that you can't. Nothing can stand against the truth, man. All right? You can't be against the truth, but you can only be for the truth, loosely quoted. Right? So furthermore, prophecy is at the top of every gift. That's the main gift. Brothers may be good in herbs. You may be good in working out. You may be good in history, etc., etc. But you gotta prophesy. You gotta have the spirit of the testimony of Yahawashi, man. Because that's the spirit of prophecy. You gotta have that. Going back to what the elder is saying, you got a lot of camps. You got IUIC, ISUPK, GOCC, IJI, whatever, ABCDEFG, whatever. But these guys don't have the spirit of prophecy, man. And they left the elders, which has the spirit of prophecy. Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Ramlab, Elder Apostle Bakar. The spirit of prophecy, the prophets are the men of Great Millstone, bro. Point blank, period. You cannot deny that. Because all we do is prophesy. All we do is tell you that America is about to be destroyed. All we do is sit back here and tell you the RFID CHIP is the MOTB. And they're going to implement it very soon. They're bringing it. All we do is warn the people of what's coming in the future. These individuals sitting back and debating over is the son the father and the father the son. And you want to be caught up in that shit show? Well, go ahead, have fun. But you're going to realize eventually at the end of the day that you wasted your oil. And then when the time that Yahawashi comes, you're not going to have enough oil to get into the wedding feast. All right, keeping it going. Verse 26, how is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you half a psalm, half a doctrine, half a tongue, half a revelation, half an interpretation, let all things be done unto edifying. That's why, like I say on these roundtables, you can only come up here if you are teaching Great Millstone doctrine. Because what? That means that you're a prophet. Okay? So I'm only congregating with prophets. I only want to be in the midst of prophets. That's a good company to be in. How me and the elder is flowing. He got something. He holding something. He about to bring it out. I'm bringing something out. He about to take it. and it's all going to support and add up, that's a recipe for success, man. We not in here going back and forth. Hey, bro, you know, we don't, hey, bro. So ain't no unity camps. Ain't no coming together. The elect will come together. All right, but not all of Israel at this point in time. You have to be a gullible individual to believe that everybody's going to come together right now when we all speaking different things. It's only one truth, one faith, one Lord, one Father. Okay? You have to seek and find that out. Use your discernment to discern, hey, is these men speaking what the Bible states? Or are they coming for filthy lucre's sake and speaking of their own tongue, of their own mind? Right? I'm going to get a little bit more of this than you got it. Verse 27. If any man speak in an unknown tongue, let it be by two, or at the most by three, and that by course, and let one interpret. But if there be no interpreter, let him keep silence in the church, and let him speak to himself and to power. It's no need. Like I said earlier, brothers can speak all day in the Hebrew. You know, we can do this and do that, but it won't be edifying because everybody in here is not going to understand. Okay? So we're going to focus on what's edifying to the sheep by prophesying and bringing out this truth, because we're doing things decently and in order. Verse 29, let the prophet speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge. If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace, for ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all may be comforted. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. One by one. What is that? The way I'm doing it right now. All right? Because you don't supposed to interrupt men in the midst of their speech. So this goes into what the lesson is talking about. Order, structure, things that we have learned from our elders to carry ourselves with dignity in class, to move the proper, correct way. And then when you overstep, hey, Salakia, bro, my bad. You know, I didn't, hey, you got it. You got the flow. We deal with each other with much consideration, man. That's how it's supposed to be. All right. Last precept. For power, verse 33, for power, Yahawah is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. So our lessons, you can notice the difference between our lessons and scroll up, swipe up, and go find a lesson where they say they teaching about God. You're going to see a bunch of BS. And you come back over here and the spirit is different. It's calm. It's patient. You're learning. You're growing. We're not here for entertainment. You understand? At the end of the day, you got it, Zaquan. That's it.
God. So when you dealing with order, when you dealing with being up under the elders, you dealing with the government. When you in government, you can't be out of line, out of order, lawless. You see that? And this is what you have with these individuals that have a problem with being up under elders, have a problem with being in the camp, because they want to be lawless. They want to do what they want to do. They don't want to have no order. You see? They don't want to be held to a certain standard because they're unable to hold that standard. And why is that? Because they still have a worldly mind frame. They still have sin within them that's keeping them from understanding how to be in line, how to be in order, how to be disciplined, how to take accountability. All these things they have a problem with. And at the end of the day, when you don't have elders, people that have been in this work, doing this work, you see, have the understanding that could quicken you with the understanding where you may make a misstep. When you don't have that, you continually what? You continually make missteps, and you continually what? Fall into those missteps, which ends up turning into, from sins, turning into lust. And once you fall into that lust, then you get that big demon spirit on you where you feel like what you're doing is correct. And that's a hard demon to battle. Once that demon get on you, then you pretty much up out of here, man. Because then you will find yourself going up against the true men of the Lord and no longer receiving what? Correction, rebuke. No, you'll start making videos trying to come up against the true men of the Lord. And then slowly but surely, you're going to disappear and fade to black. Like all of those do that fall in these footsteps. So 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 10 through 17 speaks on this perfectly. All right, so we're going to cover this to give you the understanding why it's so important to respect the elders, to respect the government, because that's what we are. We're building the prophets. We're the government. You see that? And the kingdom to come, the true men of the Lord, the prophets, the 144K, Lord willing, we stay in our lives. You're going to see us as the government. So right now, spiritually, we are your government. We are the ones that you come to get the understanding of the do's and the don'ts. You see that? And we are what? In order. We are not running around here lawless and doing what we want to do and not taking accountability. No, we're going to take accountability. We're going to be in order, and we're going to be within this government. So this is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 10. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government. Yeah, this is what they do, man. They walk in the flesh, man. They walk according to the world. They have a worldly mindset. They don't know what it means to be in order. They don't know what it means to be part of a government. Yeah, these people are full of what? Full of uncleanness. Yeah, they have sins that they have not examined. They have sins that's within them that's causing them to continually go off, that they do not correct. Why? Because they refuse to examine themselves. That's why the scriptures say, examine yourself to see whether ye be in the faith or not. You got to constantly look at yourself, constantly measure yourself to these scriptures. You got to constantly make sure that what you are speaking is correct and right. And what better way to understand and know that you're doing it correctly than going to an elder that has been doing this for 40 years, for 50 years, 20 years, 10, 15. What better way? It don't get no better than that. For they have already what? They already have their experience. They already walked in your footsteps. They already been in those steps. You're walking in their shoes when you come into this thing. Just like you got this simpleton that was on the comment section talking about the Native Americans are not are not part of the 12 tribes. You see that? Here it is. We've been in this thing, doing this thing for years. You think we don't understand who the Native Americans are? You damn simpleton. Here it is. We're at the end of this thing. You think all of a sudden you come with a new revelation at the end of it. And by the way, where's your damn chart? Who are they? Where are your believers? You see that? Damn simpletons around here, man. At the end of this thing, and y'all act like because y'all just some damn Johnny come latelys, y'all think that y'all got the damn truth, man. You some damn simpletons, man. Sit your simple ass down in the front of the church, not the back, because you need to learn and listen. Just been in this thing 2 years and you think you know something. When you got men that's been laboring once again for like 50 years, man. You think we ain't looked into all these things? You think we ain't looked in all these different books, artifacts, records? And your simple ass just gonna come up out of nowhere. Probably just learned of this truth 2 years ago. And you gonna, oh, the Native Americans are not part of the 12. Shut your ass up, man. You see that? So these are people with what? With lust of uncleanness and despise government. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. See that? They are not afraid to speak evil of the elders, of the apostles. See that? They have no fear. Why? Because they have no damn understanding. You see that? They think they have light, but they still in darkness. This is why they have no damn fear of what they're doing. These people are not, once again, man, these people don't realize and understand who they literally talking to. Our elders, the apostle, these are great men. And people have no clue, no idea who they are talking to, because when they see them, they just see them as regular men. But guess what? Verse 11. Whereas the angels, which are greater in power, it might bring not railing accusations against them before the Lord. Man, even the angels don't speak like that against our elders, the apostles, man. But yet you damn simpletons come around and be talking shit. Not even the angels, which are greater than you, man, speak like that. They refuse to open up their mouth and bring forth railing accusations like y'all do. Continuing. Verse 12. But these are natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed. And that's what's going to happen to y'all, man. This is what's going to happen to you damn worldly ass Israelites that be talking shit. All right. They have a problem with being part of the government and having the elders up over you, man. Yo, you're going to be taken and destroyed. And what do? Speak evil of things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Yo, you speak evil of things that you understand not. Why you don't understand it? Because you don't have nobody to teach you, to give you the understanding, to lead you correctly. Why is that? Because you self-willed. Yeah, you want to make it seem like you came up with this on your own. You see that? Yeah, you looking for worldly vanity. Yeah, you want to be somebody in this world. You want to get the hand claps of this world. Yeah, you want to get the likes, the thumbs up of this world. See that? And what is that? That is sin that's within you. Because you think this is of you. This is not of you. This is of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Point blank, period. You so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, you are nobody. The only reason why we're about to get the kingdom, the only reason why we're about to get taken out of our captivity is because the Lord put his name on us. And he said what? That he will not have his name trodden down in the mud. You see that? He said he refused to have his name with mud on it. So this is where these damn 2/3 get shit fucked up. They think this shit is about them. Ain't got nothing to do with you damn simpletons. Got everything to do with Yahawah, Yahawashi.
God.
Continuing. And shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Verse 13. And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness. And they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. And this is what you're going to receive. You're going to receive a reward of unrighteousness. And what did you do? You count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. This is what they do. They count what they do as pleasure. Just like this simpleton that came in trying to cause a riot, trying to cause confusion. The Native Americans are not part of the 12 tribes. Yeah, you count that as pleasure. You came in here trying to cause a riot, trying to cause confusion, and you take pleasure in that. Guess what? You gonna be deleted, man. You see that? You're gonna receive the reward of the unrighteous. Continuing. Spots they are, and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. Yeah, this is those guys. They got spots all on them, blemishes all on them, man. One day they preaching this, the next day they preaching this. Spots all on them, man. Confusion on top of confusion. Full of deceit. Bringing all these deceivings while they feast with us. They out here right amongst us, teaching with us at the table, but they bring in deceit, falsehoods, lies. You see that? But once again, as the scripture state, and they do it with pleasure. You see that? This is what you're dealing with, man. You dealing with these individuals that are self-willed. They only in this thing to what? To look good to the world. That's the only reason. They don't care about the flock. Hey, shout out to Sakari. Shout out to Genesis. They don't care about the flock. What we talking about here, man? This shit is simple, man. What are we talking about? Y'all don't understand the importance of having elders. You don't understand the importance of being part of the government, being in order, being in line. You don't see the chaos that these other individuals cause. And then look how they look stupid. I hear calling themselves wise. I mean, calling themselves to be wise, but yet now they are shown to be what? Fools. Where are they congregation? Where are they flock? Where are they sheep at? Scattered. You see that? Still have no understanding of the truth of the scriptures. But they know they Israel though. You see that? That's all they know. They wearing fringes though. That's all they know. You see? Continuing, verse 14. Having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin. You see that? Why can they not cease from sin? Because these are men that are what? That are about the flesh. They're about the worldly things. You see that? Yeah, they got lusts of uncleanness. They despise government. You see? This is why they have sin within them and cannot cease from sin. Beguiling unstable souls. That's who follow them. Yeah, unstable souls. That's who just came up in here talking about the chart was wrong. An unstable soul. This person ain't stable. The scriptures say what? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. You see that? Yeah, you got to have the true doctrine. You got to have the 100% true doctrine. And who has that? Yeah, you guessed it right. Great millstone and those that teach like unto us, man. No ifs and buts about it. I don't give a damn how you feel about it, man. That's facts. As long as we stay in our lots. For even amongst great millstone, we have individuals like this that creep in unawares. But hey, guess what? As sure as Yahawashi is returning, they ass get found out and they get kicked to the side. You see that? So don't think we don't do house cleaning around here. We do house cleaning within our own. Yeah. So this ain't no just we just on these other groups. No, we get on our own. And this is how you know what? This is how you know that we really about this, man. Continuing. Beguiling unstable souls. In heart, they have exercised with covetous practices. Cursed children. Yeah, you damn simpletons are cursed. Which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray. Following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozor, who loved the weight, man, what they love, who loved the weight, man, what they love, who loved the wages of unrighteousness. Yeah, man, y'all love wages, man. This is why y'all do it. Filthy lucre's sake, man. This is why they do it. Hey, bro, we got the cash app up. We got the sale up. Hey, bro, hey, I'm gonna do that breakdown today, man, cause hey, I'm running low on feet. I'm running low on funds. I mean, if I ain't had low funds, I wouldn't do that breakdown right now.
Hey, we could start charging. We could start charging people for Hebrew names.
Right. Hey, matter of fact, I got the new clothing line coming out, bro. It's called Brotherhood over scriptures.
Oh, Brotherhood over breakdowns.
Yeah, Brotherhood over breakdown, bro. Yeah, man, I got the fringes. Not just on the waistband of the shirt though. I got the fringes on the collar of the neck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I'm going all out with it, bro. Yeah, this is what they do, man. Yeah, who love the wages of unrighteousness, man. Yeah, these men are all about worldly things, man. Point blank, period. They are carnal, not spiritual. Continuing. which have forsaken the right way, and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. And do we not rebuke these people? Yeah, we rebuke them, but they never listen. You see? Yeah, they hard-headed. But was rebuked for iniquity. The dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophet. You see that? Bunch of dumb ass simpletons out here. Not listening to the prophets. They don't want to get the correction and the rebuke. No, they bring up railing accusations against us. Oh, Great Millstone, them the grapists. Great Millstone, that's the bomb camp. You see that? Railing accusations. That's all they are. But when it comes to these prophecies, when it comes to these breakdowns, when it comes to the truth of the scriptures, they can't fuck with us, man. Point blank, period. I don't give a damn who you talking about. Go get them. You see that? It's a reason why we make correction videos. It's a reason why we rebuke these individuals and show how they going off. Because they indeed do go off. You see? Continuing. But was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophets. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. Man, listen, man, these damn symptoms are reserved for darkness, man. Yo, man, these are those same angels in Jude chapter 1, man, which ISUPK, second man in charge, broke down wrong. But he the second in charge, right? That's who y'all listen to, right? ISUPK, the home of the truth, right? But yet y'all don't understand what Jude chapter 1 is talking about. Talking about y'all simple asses. You see that? But Moses fell out the truth, right? John fell out the truth, right? You could do whatever you want with your woman, doing the but hey, sexy, yo, man, all that. You see that?
Yo.
Yeah, this is what they teaching. This is what they talking. Simpletons, man. And then your third, you might as well say your third in command, goes on Sinetta on his platform and gets destroyed. Why is that? Why? Because y'all are not upon the true prophets. You are not under the true government, man. We are the house of David, man. They are the house of Saul. When are y'all going to understand and see this, man? They selling y'all damn breakdowns. They selling y'all damn shirts. They damn selling all type of merchandise. Damn burgers and fringes. Everybody decked out, looking the damn same. Where they getting that money from? Signing damn 501c3 charters. Red flags all over the damn field, man. Motherfucking flagrant foul, man. Past motherfucking interference, whatever you want to call it, man. All over the damn field, and yet you damn simpletons go follow and listen. Let alone you damn individuals that's running around here with no elders and claiming that you done learned this on your own. But yet you all in our damn lives and listening to our videos and learning from us. Yeah, you individuals gonna get it too, man. Bahasham, Yahawashi sees everything, man. And y'all gonna have to answer to that. Just like they gonna have to answer for teaching all these damn weird ass doctrines that they got out here. These damn unorthodox Israelites, man. You got it, bro.
Ecclesiasticus 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. We are instructed by Yahawashi, man. Okay? Furthermore, with that chain of command that he has established. All right? Coming through, who? What? Elder Abba Bibbins, he woke him up. And then he once again established King David being King Masha. We understand these things through the scripture, knowing about reincarnation, regeneration. So that chain of command, which is always established in Israel, going all the way back to King David being Seth, King David being Abel, okay? Throughout all his regenerations, he has always been that head man right under Yahawashi. That would never change. Okay? So for you individuals, such as the Yahanas, the Nathaniels, the Alazazes, the Hakaz, the Hasads, y'all seeking a position of leadership. Y'all seeking to cement and lay your legacy down. Well, your legacy is that of wicked men. That's what has been disclosed, man. That's what has been shown. But once again, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Great millstone is well ordered, as the elder just broke down. If you not in order, moving the proper way in the correct way, you get tossed to the curb. And the elders give mercy, much mercy. They want you to make it, okay? But it's only so much that they can tolerate. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. This individual, whatever his name is, Mahaiman or whatever, he's a drunkard, man. You're sitting here drinking, doing a lesson. So therefore, I'm thinking your officers is going to be drunkards. You're pushing that behavior. This goes the same for you Christians. Your pastor eating pork chop, and he know that's against the laws, commandments, and statutes. So what do I think about you? You're breaking the law as well. You're following behind this dude. This is who you've been following behind. This is why the scripture says, I have no fellowship with the unrighteous. You are working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. The Most High ain't gonna say, you ain't gonna be able to say, well, he told me to do it. No, you're not a kid anymore. Your little brother told you to do this. Your big brother told you to do this. That might have worked when you was 12, maybe. But you got to learn, man. This is about you. You have to work out your own soul. All right? So if you are under wicked men, you better pray and fast that the Lord shows you the right men. And if you stumble through this lesson, we telling you it's Great Millstone. It's the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone, GMS. All right. I got a little bit more, but you jump in whenever you want.
Go ahead, bring it.
Verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So we had, if you go and understand the knowledge and understand the history of our people, the northern kingdom had wicked kings throughout. Okay, Judah had a couple righteous kings, but most was wicked. Okay, so therefore, our city was brought down. Our nation was brought down. We was led into captivities. But through those prudent individuals, which you know is the elect, the 144,000, all right, and then furthermore, the 1/3, the remnant, right, we are brought back. We are reestablished because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is dealing with us. He's not dealing with the entire nation at this point in time. This is why you have a 1/3 and a 2/3. But he punishes us as a nation. So we understand what our brothers and sisters do. We had to go down and feel it as well. This explains slavery. Okay? We had to go through this hell together because none of us are innocent. Romans 3:23. We all have sinned. All right. So it's best for you now to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling and turn back and get in order under the correct and proper order versus continuing to walk out with the sheep led to slaughter, trying to be something in this world. This is not, this is a pitiful world. You want to be something in this? Come on, man. Where's your mindset? Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Now, who is that? That's Yahawashi HaMashiach. He has raised up our king, put him in position, brought him into the new covenant, and now he's coming back to restore us and to bring us into that same covenant so we can be joint heirs with him. So as the elder said, that government is being established. We already have, our king. Therefore, he's about to assign his Congress, which is the 144,000. He's about to bring those individuals up, man. You know, at the end of the day, all right. You got it, Zaquan.
Con. And speaking on the importance of having elders, the importance of being in line, being in order. When it helps you see the red flags, as you continue to hear me say. All right. Because a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that's coming into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you seem not to peep the red flags because you want to be a part of something. All right. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a part of your heritage, coming back to your culture, your tradition. But you gotta what? You gotta peep the what? The flags. You gotta understand and know that we have what? We have wolves in sheep clothing. We have what? False prophets. This is what you gotta understand. So what are some of the signs that will let you know that you're dealing with a false prophet? The first sign, oh, they got a 501c3 charter flag on the damn play. That off top lets you know that group ain't right. This once again, you gotta what? You gotta examine these people. You gotta understand and know who you are following. So that's a flag right there. You hearing them still say Jesus, saying God, Most High Christ bless, red flag. This is you mean to tell me that you have an elder and y'all still calling upon Jesus, Most High Christ bless? And your elder know that we are the Israelites and that the Israelites spoke Hebrew, but he's not calling upon the Father and his Son in the Paleo Hebrew. Red flag. You see that? Oh, the scriptures talk about the Sabbath day being regulated by the new moon, but yet you have this group. They doing Friday, Saturday. The other one doing Saturday, Sunday. Red flag. Who's going to help you see these red flags? The true prophets. Mm-hmm. You see? The true elders, apostles. That's who's going to show you these red flags. Oh, the image of the beast, that's Cesare Borgia. That's the image of Jesus, who you know is Jesus Christ. That's the image of the beast. Red flag. The white woman is the mark of the beast. Christianity is the mark of the beast. Red damn flag. What are we talking about here, man? You see? So this is the importance of having elders. Why? Because most of the elders, we have what? We have grown up with these other groups out here. So we know what they teach. We know how they go off. We've been rebuking them for years. This is what y'all don't understand and know. We've been at them for years. And they've been at us for years. But the thing, when they come at us, they come with what? Rallying accusations. We come at them with what? With the truth of the scriptures. That's the difference. We calling them out on what they're breaking down wrong. They coming at us because, oh, y'all a bum camp. Why y'all look so bummy? Oh, y'all rapists. But yet, none of us been to jail. none of us being caught. You see? This is all they got. But they can't touch us on the doctrine. They can't touch us on the prophecies. So this is Job chapter 12, verse 12. With the ancient is wisdom, and the length of days understanding. You see that? So our elders, they have understanding. They have great wisdom. They been in this thing. They been working in this thing. You see that? Verse 13. With him is wisdom and strength. He have counsel and understanding. You see that? This is where you're going to get the understanding. Yeah, you got to go to the elders. This is how you going. This is how when you stuck. Damn, I don't know what this talking about. If you out here self-willed and trying to do it on your own, when that happens to you, damn, I don't know what it's talking about. You ain't got nobody to lean on. You ain't got no elder to call. You see that? You can't come in contact with an elder, and that elder could come in contact with another elder, and they could, you know what I'm saying, go over, oh yeah, this is what it's talking about, that, and help you out to make you what? To make you quick in the spirit. So that's why it's so important. You got it though, bro.
Con. This is Ecclesiasticus 6:32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. So if you want this truth, all right, as it also speaks in Hebrews 5th chapter 12 through 14, you have to go forth and have others teach you. So if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. Reforming your ways, setting aside the ways of the world, pulling yourself and being in order, ruling over your spirit. Okay? This ain't no cookout, man. This ain't talking to your uncle and your daddy and you going back and forth and you know, no, we do things decently in order, man. The proper way, the correct way. The way that you was taught in the world to be a man is not the proper way of being a man. That's being a man in the eyes of the white man. Okay? That's not really truly being a man. When you come into these scriptures, you learn how to truly be a man, how to gird up your loins. All right? How to stop being so damn attached to your woman. How to stop being so damn attached to your car, to your video game system. You got dudes out here, man. I posted an article the other day. This individual choked out his sister, unalived her too, over his Xbox. It's too damn attached. And then after all that happened, he got locked up. He said, "I'm sorry." So you understand, these individuals, man, they're brought up in soft emotional ways. Addictions everywhere. Not just cigarettes. Many different things. Being a man also is putting aside that lustful behavior. Okay? You got these dudes, man, you see a fine woman, you all up on her. Hey, girl, man, control yourself, man. Put your tongue back in your mouth. So this world overstimulates you sexually and it destroys you and it defiles you. You have to put away that wine. Listen to the elders. The elders is going to tell you shit. They're going to let you know these experiences. They're going to put you up on game. This walk in this truth, other men have walked it. So why would you not want to walk in their steps, man? Keeping it going. Verse 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. If you listen, if you just shut up and listen the way that we all did, the way that I'm still doing, we still doing. Like I said a couple lessons ago, man, yeah, you become a leader, but you never stop being a follower. You become a teacher, but you never stop being a student. We are constantly learning, constantly growing, constantly elevating, constantly progressing. Ain't none of us in the chariots yet. I just watched a beautiful lesson, actually a little insert from Elder Apostle Tahar, where he was talking about, he was having a feeling, you know, he was scared and he had fear in his heart because he said, hey, I may not make it. And that goes for every single one of us because none of us is guaranteed. I guarantee you Bishop Nathaniel ain't feeling that type of way because he in a high-minded ass, prideful ass mindset. These niggas think they the elect. We ain't never saying that out our mouth. All right? We put on as the elect. That's how we move. We work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. We're examining ourselves to see if we be in the faith. We're checking those check marks every single day. But ain't none of us saying we chosen. Don't let that come out of your, I'm chosen, bro. I'm part of the 144,000. That's how we know your ass is not. Verse 34. Stand in the multitude. Oh, go ahead, Zaquan.
No, you got it, bro.
34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. I go to camp, all right, with a mindset to learn and to listen and to take it in. I don't go to camp like, hey, I got a precept. No, I'm on the other side. I don't have no precepts. I got 5 elders standing in front of me. I'm sitting here taking it in, listening and learning and growing. Right? Now, hey, something come up and I may know the information, then I may insert help with a definition or something that the elder asks. Hey, somebody get this, somebody got that. I'm there to serve, man. I'm a servant. So that's the only time I open my mouth, man. Right? I'm still shutting the fuck up and listening. You understand? And that made me a better teacher. It made me a better student. It made me a better follower. Keeping it going. Verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. That right there, I love that scripture because this internet shit is fake. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay? I got 4,000 and something, followers. But it's only 17 people in here. Some people following me just to hate. Some people following me just to scoff and mock. Or hopefully I'll fall out of the truth or some shit. You got individuals that move like that, man. Okay? They're not actually following to get the truth, to get the understanding. As the scriptures say, you got spies that come in to spy out our liberty. Or as the elder quoted earlier, Jude, those men crept in unawares. That's why don't jump in my DMs. Hey, you got a question? Ask it at the end of the lesson. We take questions. We answer. We dealing right here in a public space. Okay? This is how we deal with people, man. We don't know one another. All right? You have to be proven, man. This is the part of the order. You have to be proven. That's why I said you have the elders on this side. You have men on this side. You have to be proven before you can even come into the camp. Finishing it up. Verse 36 again and going down. 2 more. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Ask him questions. Search out. Hey, how? So y'all brothers was talking about the Sabbath. So what's the proper day? Well, as the elder told you, it's according to the moon cycles. Right now, it's Sunday to Monday. Okay, because the new moon came in Sunday night, moving into Monday. So therefore, the Shabbat is Sunday to Monday, evening to evening. All right. Where can I get the Lashawan Kodash? We give you websites. All right. We give you lessons. We give you videos. Brothers done went into these things. A brother that's asking questions is a brother that's actually applying himself and effort. Everything we just read in this right here, he's bowing his ear to hear. He's shutting up and listening. And then something that's hitting his spirit and he's searching and seeking for, he asks the messengers. And if those men are real prophets, then they should have the answers. Or if they don't have the answers, well, what's going to happen? They're going to go get that answer. Okay? Simply that's it. All right? I'm going to get that answer. I'll be back here next week. Just come back next week. I got the answer for you. Okay? We're not sitting here claiming that we know everything in the scriptures. No. Like I said, we're constantly growing. We're constantly learning. It may be a breakdown that comes through and I haven't learned it from the elders yet. So as the elder just said, I go and seek it out. And I familiarize myself with it. I learn it. I understand it, and I get it to the point where I'm comfortable teaching it. You know? It's a process, man. I'm not about to go into something that I never went into before and act like I'm about to teach that shit, man. Verse 37, let thy mind be upon the ordinances, that's the order of Yahawah, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. Me, I desire a lot of wisdom. I desire a lot of fear. I fear the Lord a lot. I think about what I do. I want to be wise. I pray for wisdom. I pray for understanding. I pray for these things. Right? Put in time. Put in effort. I want to be near Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? That's my desire. I love him. And therefore he loves me back. You know? This is the type of relationship you have to have, especially in these times, man. You have to fast. You have to pray. Yahawashi is not with us in the presence, so therefore we must fast to be nearer to him. He told us that would happen. When he was with us, we didn't have to fast. But since he is ascended, we need to fast more because we want to be closer to him. And his men is the closest you can get to him. You understand? Because he's speaking through his men. So this is the place to be, regardless if you believe it or not. This is where that life, that living water is flowing out of. The order that has been established, which is Great Millstone. You got it, bro.
And this Proverbs chapter 11, Salakia. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. I'm going to read that again, man. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Do y'all understand that? So this is why we always say you got to be humble in this thing. You got to be willing to be what? Willing to be the servant. Yeah, man, we are servants. But you got other individuals that's running around here. they're not being lowly. They're not being humble and being servants unto the people. No, they want to be looked up as something great. They're filled with pride, and their pride is not of Yahawah, Yahawashi, it's of themselves. They want to be something in these people's eyes. You see? They want to get the great job. Hey, great lesson, brother. Oh man, you so wise. And it pumps them up. It's almost like these females that they get on TikTok and they shake their ass and they get all the likes and shit. What's that shit called? Dopamine or whatever the shit you get.
Yeah, dopamine.
Yeah. This is the same thing that they going after. But see, the true prophets, hey man, listen, we humble with this. We ain't full of pride. We don't give a damn about this shit. We ready to get the hell up out of here. So when we teach, although it may come as us being proudful, no, we full of confidence. That's how we teach. We teach in boldness. For we are confident that what we are teaching is true. For we know it is true. For what we speak are what? According to the scriptures. We're not adding, we're not taking away. So yeah, when you see us speak, when you see us teach, yeah, you're going to see that confidence come off of us. You're going to see that boldness come off of us. But you're going to also see what? You're going to also see us humble. Now, how you going to know that we're humble? Because when you tell us, hey, that was a great lesson, brother. Hey, hey, all praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I'm just a vessel. I could be here today, going tomorrow. You see that? And that's facts. You can't literally be here today and gone tomorrow. Once again, like Yahawashi said, while these other guys, they literally think that they are stamped and 100% proven to be the 144K. This is how they carry themselves. This is how they teaching out here, as if they just know for facts that they are those men. But see, that's where that pride gets in their way. So once again, it's a lot of individuals out here preaching this thing for filthy lucre's sake, preaching this thing to be something in this world, preaching this thing to lift themselves up as they're something when they're nothing. Mm-hmm. This is why they're doing it. And one more script in the same chapter. This Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall. So if you ain't got no counsel, if you ain't a part of no camp, if you ain't got no elders, no apostles, then guess what? Eventually, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. You have nobody to lean on. The scriptures tell you what? 2 is better than 1. So that's what's gonna happen to you. Keep coming out here with this fake ass facade that you trying to put on, like you just learned this on your own. Nobody taught you. The Most High came to you in a dream and he taught you everything that you got. No, man. Yahawashi is not coming to talk to your simple ass. That's why he got his prophets. He talked to you through his men. Point blank, period.
Yep.
So yeah, where you ain't a part of no council, you ain't a part of no camp, you ain't got no elders, then guess what? You're gonna fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Hell, man, it's a lot of counselors in this thing. You don't see the brotherhood? You don't see how, hey man, you don't see how many people are part of Great Millstone? You don't see the many counselors? Hey, in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Yeah, that's where your safety at. What's going to be your safety? This wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and instructions of the scriptures. You see that? You got it, bro.
Khan. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 3 and 17. Well, actually, we started 16. He that forsaketh his father is as a blasphemer, and he that angereth his mother is cursed of Yahawah. So your father is what, man? This is your spiritual father. Okay? The elders, apostles, and bishops. Where you got this truth from? Just lemon back off what the elder is saying. You out here teaching the same exact doctrine, but you're not giving double honors. That's like Dr. Pepper taking the Coca-Cola formula and putting it out and saying that you created that. You didn't create that, bro. You just stole it. You got to give the honors. Okay? As the scripture says, you're laboring in a labor that other men have labored in. Loosely quoting. So this thing you did not invent. You got a lot of these individuals trying to reinvent the wheel, man. Okay? Which is much foolishness. Oh, we don't bring no sisters up on the panel. Okay, sister? Just stay in the comments. All right? So you're trying to reinvent the wheel and coming out with new breakdowns that the elders already broke down. Things of that nature. It's no more breakdowns to be broke down, man. All right? Right now, we just being watchmen. We just moving forth. The elders have already brought it all out. That's why we can teach on it all. Because we go back and we look at what has been brought out. So the foundation of the house has been established. You down here in the bottom of the house trying to lay another brick because you want that legacy. But you wasn't raised up at that point in time. So therefore, you don't supposed to be no elder. Keeping it going. So don't blaspheme your father. Don't forsake your father. Don't forsake where this truth came from. Verse 17, my son, go on with thy business in meekness. So shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. You don't got to tell everybody what you're doing. It's not necessary. That's the problem with this world at this point in time. Everybody got a voice. When some of y'all need to shut the fuck up, to be honest, man. We don't need to hear about how your man left you and your car broke down and your mama just died and you lost your job. We don't need to hear about all that shit. Okay? Social media is a destruction to a lot of you people, man. Because y'all don't think before y'all talk. So too much is being exposed, too much is being said, but that's the will of the Most High. For everything in the dark to come to the light. For you people that are extremely lustful and things of that nature, for y'all to make these wicked videos, shaking your ass and doing all of this. For you women that have no hedge around you, y'all dressing promiscuous. You showing everything. It's hot. You can put on a dress. But nah, you want to put on, man, you go outside, bro. You damn near bound to see a woman naked. Looking like she got her drawers on. So as the white man's kingdom increased, wickedness increased. And we're at that point where our people just don't give a damn. They have no type of shame. And why? Because they don't listen to the elders. The elders are there to correct you and help you and guide you and teach you the proper and correct way. Okay? I've never fellowship with this brother, but I'll bring you up, bro. I seen you in here a couple times.
So the woman can know, because women do this.
Hey, Shalawam. Yahawashi. Oh, maybe it was an accident. All right. Keep it going. It's probably an accident. All right. So keeping it going. My son, this is Sirach 3:17. My son, go on with our business in meekness. Meekness. Let's get that word real quick. Everybody does not need to know what you're doing. Where I'm from, man, all right, North Carolina, South Carolina, the one that's bragging about everything that he got, that's the one that's getting got. That's the one that's getting robbed. Because he was talking too much. Because, you know, niggas is jealous. Niggas get envious. All right? And them boys with them guns, they going to come and see about you. So it's best when you get something, you put it away, you keep it. You don't tell everybody. Your woman, that's your glory. That's supposed to be your treasure. Why would you flaunt that all on the internet? That's something that you're supposed to keep precious and near and dear to you. Why would you put that all on the internet? You see these dudes out here taking these pajama pictures and shit of that nature. It's foolishness, man. Meekness. Meekness is the quality of having a gentle, patient, and humble disposition. While often misunderstood as timid weakness, yeah, they be thinking we soft. They be thinking we bitch made or whatever. Cause we quiet, we gentle. But the gentle, the soft, the one that don't talk, that's the one that'll beat your ass. It's often misunderstood as timid weakness. True meekness is actually strength under control. It is the deliberate choice to restrain one's power and ego for the sake of others. I'm maintaining my restraint so I don't have to beat your ass. You understand? I'm holding back so I don't have to go to jail tonight. All right? That's what wise men do. We be the bigger person, bro. Think about you driving, man. Somebody gonna piss you off. They driving how they drive. People are idiots on this road. But you maintain your rule over your spirit. You know, you defensive drive a lot. Okay? Avoiding arrogance or retaliation. Because vengeance is in the hands of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? It's not in our hands. So we go forth with meekness. Verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself. And thou shalt find favor before Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So as the elder was saying, individuals are complimenting you on your lessons. Good job, bro. And hey, that was a beautiful breakdown. Every time, because we get it. We understand it. But that's not us. That's not of us. It's Halalyam la Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi every single time. Bro, 5 years ago, I was in the world throwing parties, man, making music, smoking weed. I noticed Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I never saw myself preaching. You understand? So it's not me. It's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's not the elder. It's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's not the brother doorman. Shalawam to that brother, man. Good to see you. All right? It's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Okay? We was all in the world chasing after fleshly desires, living off of the flesh. All right? But now, we where we supposed to be, preaching and pushing out this word and moving towards those chariots, man. Yahawah Ratazah, we keep this faith. We keep this understanding. And we continue to grow and elevate. You got it, Zaquan.
Fine.
And you got it, you got it.
All right, so we're at Philippians chapter 3, verse 15. Matter of fact, I'll start up at verse 14. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in Yahawashi. So if you pressing for this calling, if you're trying to do the will of the Heavenly Father to the best of your ability and have this correct faith, this true faith, the 100% truth of the scriptures, then this is what you ought to do. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, God shall reveal even this unto you. And how shall he reveal it unto you? By his prophets, by his men, by his elders, by his apostles. You see that? This is how you get minded if something otherwise comes into your mind. Once again, it's all about what? Examining yourself, whether you be in the faith or not. Verse 16. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. So this thing that we have already attained, you're walking in, what have you attained? You have attained the truth. You're walking in a council of great men. These men have taught you the truth. These men have what? Have given you the understanding of the scriptures. So therefore, you have already attained it. So walk in it. You see, by the same rule. Let us mind the same thing. Yeah, be as one. Can two walk together, lest they be agreed? Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so, as ye have us for an example. This is why you got to have elders. They are an example. So you go out and look for the men that are an example of those men. And that's who you follow. It's simple. This is why it's so important to have elders. This is why it's so important to have apostles and so forth, bishops and so forth on and on down, man. And you're going to look for who? Those same type of men. And it just so happened that those same type of men, we all say the same thing. Why? Because we are all on one accord. And before we speak, before we do a live, before we do a lesson, we say what? All praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yeah.
You see that? Double honors to our elders at Great Millstone. And honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. This is what you're going to hear. That is the tagline to show you that what? That we're all followers together. Of what? Of those great men that came before us, that gave us what? That gave us that example. Verse 18. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Yahawashi. Do we not do that? Once again, going back to what I said earlier, most of us grew up with these wolves in sheep clothing. We know what they teach. You see that? So yo, we have told you often. And now even tell you still to this day that they are what? That they are enemies of the cross of Yahawashi, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. You see that? They are of the world. They mind earthly things. They looking for the hand claps. They looking for the money. You see that? They looking for the gifts. They looking for the cheers. They're not doing this for Yahawah, Yahawashi. They're not doing this to get up out of this damn captivity. No, they kick back, laid back, relaxed, on recline, and living the life that they have, because you're sending money in, you're supporting them, and they have this little lavish lifestyle that they have come accustomed to. You see that? So their mind ain't on getting up out of this captivity. Their mind is not on understanding the prophecies. For the prophecies tell you when the end of this captivity is coming. They don't want the end of this captivity to come. So therefore they're not concentrating on the prophecies. Hey, what your boy say? Oh, Gorilla No Brew, what he said? Hell, we could be here from one day to 1,000 years from now. Says who?
Yeah.
Where the hell you get that from? Obviously, if you're making that statement, you're busy worried about the worldly things and not concentrating on these prophecies. Because the prophecies that I see, hell, we lucky we see 2028 in this place. And you making statements about we could be here from one day to 1,000 years from now. Yeah, right. Let's get serious. You see that? Which they are not. These individuals are not serious. They are not your prophets. They are not your watchmen. We serious about this, man. We the ones that prophesy. We the ones that your watchmen. We the ones linking up the news articles with the scriptures. Let you know where we at. Continuing. For our conversation is in heaven. Exactly. This is all we talk about. You see that? That's what we concentrating on. Damn this world. We all about the fifth kingdom. We all about the everlasting kingdom. The kingdom to come. That's where our conversation is at. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahawashi, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. Man, that's what we waiting on, man. That's who we want our glory from. You see that? That's when we want to hear the great job, brother. You see that? Yeah, when we receive our damn glory, when we receive our new body, when we get them crowns put on our heads, man. When we at the victory ceremony. That's what we looking for. Damn receiving that shit on this side. You got it, bro.
Yeah. Furthermore, going into order, this is 1 Timothy 5:1. Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren. All right. The elder brought up, high priest Pegasus, right? That individual, he calls himself rebuking the elders, man. And it came out of his mouth before. He said, Elder Apostle Tahar needs to retire, right? And that's the mindset of this guy. He thinks it's a time frame or age where he can retire. Nigga, we in Babylon. You know what's gonna retire you? The nukes or the chariots? Okay? That's what's gonna retire you. If you understand this. Or the Most High sending a creative judgment your way. All right? If you make it to the end, you either gonna feel the ICBM missiles, that fire, or you gonna go up into the chariot, depending on what side you on. So ain't no retirement, bro. That's why our elders go so hard. Because they know we so close. As we talking about, you just said it, man. Ain't no 30 years. Ain't no 1,000 years. Ain't no Ain't none of that, Salaki. Ain't none of that happening. We at the end. So don't ever fix your mouth and try to rebuke an elder. Okay? He wasn't wrong. You know? You stepped into a position of leadership, and the Most High has made all of that shit come to naught. As we stated earlier, Sakari is done. Genesis now is done. We saw it coming. This is the foundation that you built. This is like 3 Little Pigs, man. And your house is the house of straw. That shit blew over easily. IUIC and ISUPK, that's like the house of sticks. And you can guess who is the house of bricks. You already know who that is. That's us. Great Millstone, the true prophets. Okay? The wisest in the story. The wisest in this thing. Because wisdom is with us. Because fear is with us. The fear of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Right? All these little children stories, man, was there to build you up and teach you certain morals and certain values that you need to make it through this life. Verse 2. The elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters with all purity. Honor widows that are widows indeed. But if any widow have children or nephews, let them learn first to show piety, Salakia, at home, and to requite their parents, for that is good and acceptable before power. So you need to learn how to act before you step out into this world. You need to learn how to carry yourself the proper and correct way. That right there, if our people learn how to act and how to carry themselves, then we wouldn't have to do a lot of this muting and blocking in the comments, because you would know how to act. When you come out here and you represent, when you come out here and you speak and you showcase yourself and your actions and your characteristics, you are really showcasing what your father and your mother taught you, or whoever you grew up with taught you. You are representing your house. It needs to get back to our people having shame and having some dignity about themselves and recognizing that you are representing your house. You are representing your father. That's why the scripture says, loosely quoting, man, you don't want your woman or your daughter to be out there in the streets, or your house becomes a laughing stock. You understand? All right. I'll get that for you, bro. I'll go pull it up over here. Ezekiel 13, verse 10, going downward. Because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar. Hey, the water, bro. That's supporting the 3 Little Pigs. Yeah. Say unto them which daubed it, I'm butchering that word, with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstones, shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it. Lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the daubing wherewith you have daubed it? Therefore, thus saith Yahawah power, I will even rend it with a stormy wind in my fury, and there shall be an overflowing shower in mine anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it. So will I break down the wall that you have daubed with untempered mortar, and bring it down to the ground, so that the foundation thereof shall be discovered, and it shall fall, and ye shall be consumed in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I am Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right? Now, what's going to protect individuals in these time frames against what the Most High is bringing? Because he's bringing great tribulation. He's bringing Jacob's trouble. This goes back furthermore to order. Let's go to Isaiah. This is Isaiah 32. Verse 1, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man, a woman, a little boy. No, a man. No, a independent-minded, big-mouth bass. No, a man, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Furthermore, speaking about men of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. This is why they shall be what? More precious than gold. More precious than gold and silver. Any currency. We are the currency. We are the table. We are the prize. We that right now, and how much more when the standard is lifted. So if you have a problem with camps, you got a problem with submitting to a man, you have a problem with the laws, commandments, and statutes, you have a problem with Yahawah or Yahawashi, you're ultimately going to die. Because you ultimately just have a problem with order. This is the way that this whole thing has been set up. And you just can't get with it. For a man to rule over you. And then furthermore to you men, for order to be set up, for elders to be set up and placed in position. You was born when you was born. You wasn't born when the elders was born, so you're not an elder. Okay? It's best to just come in and fit into your position and do what you can to best support the body. That's it, bro. No, but man, I got breakdowns and shit that ain't been. Man, shut your goofy ass up. Man, but I know about this, and I know, but the elders don't be talking about. Man, nah. Save it. No, you don't. Been there, done that. This military is already established. Come in, do your best to fit in, do your lessons, and do what you're supposed to do and stay out the way. Stop trying to gain fame. Stop trying to gain attention, etc., etc. Just be a good worker, man. All right? Hey, that's all I got. You got it, Zaquan. And we hit that 30-minute. You know, we got about 24 minutes left. So any questions, we'll take questions as well.
Yeah, this be the last scripture on this. I mean, if they ain't got the understanding of the importance of having order, the importance of having the elders, the apostles, then they ain't gonna get it. All right, so this 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 23, and this goes to when you had brought up how Gorilla No Brew, he was telling our elders to pretty much retire, which this is hey, that's another red flag. That's another red flag, because if somebody is telling a prophet to retire, if you have the understanding of the scriptures, you understand and know there's only one retirement, only one way to retire as a prophet. And that's when you get removed off this earth. So once you put your hands on that plow, and guess what? You plowing. Once you line up and that gun go pow, and you running the race, then guess what? You got to run the race. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 23. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run, that ye may obtain. And this is what you see our elders doing. They steady running. They're running right along with us. They're steady running and been running for years and going to continue to run. Verse 25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to attain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. You see that? So once again, we have what? We have the true prophets and we have the false prophets. We have the true camps and we got false camps. The false prophets and the false camps, they do it to what? They do it to attain a corruptible crown. But the true prophets and the true camps, we do it to what? To receive an incorruptible. You see that? Yeah, we do it for the kingdom to come. Verse 26, I therefore so run. not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. Yeah. So this is what you're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what you see our elders, our apostles doing. They're running, not as uncertainly. No, we're running and we're convinced and we know why we're running. For certainty, we know why we're running. Yeah, we're trying to receive what? Going back. We're trying to receive that incorruptible crown. You see that? And then it stated what? So fight I. Yeah, we out here fighting. Not as one that beat off the air. Nah, we ain't shadow boxing. We ain't just fighting the air. Nah, we really in the ring with it, man. Yeah, we out here really fighting. Yeah, we out here in the ring, man. With opponents. Spiritually. Spiritually giving uppercuts and straights and hooks. Knocking them out the park. You see that? Really in the ring with it. Not just on the sideline, tap, 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 tap on the keyboard. No, we out in the streets. Really in the ring. Really on the battlefield, man. Yo, this ain't no damn shadow boxing. Nah, we really out there. Continuing. Verse 27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself shall be a castaway. Yo, man, we keep all this stuff up on the body, man. We bring it in to subjection. You see that? We constantly examine ourselves. We taking in all this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we have received from our apostles, from our elders, and we bring it into subjection. So that when we go preach to others, that we should not find ourselves to be a castaway. Yeah, we stay on point. Our elders help us stay on point. You got it, bro.
God, and hey, to add to that, hey, we go through hell. We got ailments, we got problems, we got issues, we got lives, man.
God.
But we put all that to the side, you know what I'm saying? We don't let that interfere with the lessons. We don't come and teach from an emotional standpoint. All right. So go ahead. You got it.
Let me just give y'all a quick example of how real shit is, man. I wake up, I literally leave my house around 5 a.m. I don't come back to my house until 7 p.m. My wife does not see me until that time. As soon as I come in the house, guess what I'm doing? Shower, out the shower, she's cooking. I have like a brief conversation with her, then I come and do a live. And during the live, she's in the front doing her thing, and I'm in here. And then once I'm finished with the live, then she has her time with me, which is limited because now I have to go to sleep because I got to be up early in the morning and do the same thing again. Do you not see that sacrifice, man? The family don't see me like that. Yahawah, Yahawashi comes first. And she understands this. That's the sacrifice, man. Me, all the men that you see that's doing this for real, when we go out on those street corners, anybody could come up, anybody could roll up. Our boss, our supervisors, the people we work for, we putting it all on the line. We have houses, we have cars, we have families to take care of. But yet, we out on those street corners, putting it on the line, knowing damn well if we lose this job, shit could go sour. Shit could go left. And it ain't just our lives that we carrying. No, it's everybody that's in our household. But see, y'all think shit just sweet. And that's just on that side of things. So when we tell y'all that we really put our life on the line and we really do this for Yasharahla, man, we really do this for Yasharahla, man. And we ain't doing it for no damn filthy lucre sake. We ain't asking you for your money, and we ain't signing no damn 501c3 charters and doing what the damn world tell us to do. No, we're gonna do what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi states for us to do. And Lord willing, we stay in our lots and we continue all the way until we get the hell up out of this captivity, man. But you got it, bro.
Con, the brother had a question. Like I said, we take questions at the end. You know, we're gonna end at 9 o'clock or whatever time period is where you at. We're gonna end in 16 minutes. So the brother asked a question, and let me see where I can find it again. His question basically was, what are the 7 candles?
That's in the book of Revelation,
Yeah.
chapter 1.
He said, what does the 7 candles represent? I was gonna start in Zechariah.
I mean, you can go there too. But yeah, Revelation. Also,
I start in Revelation then.
You start at verse 12.
God, it's Revelations 1 and 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Stop. Now go to verse 20.
Verse 20, the mystery of the 7 stars, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the
So
7 candlesticks.
So the 7 stars represents the angels of the 7 churches. The angels of those 7 churches are the prophets. You read about that where? Revelation chapter 1, verse 16. All right. That's who's in the right hand of Yahawashi. So going to Revelation chapter 1, verse 16, it says what? And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. So who goes out and speak this word, which is that 2-edged sharp sword? Whose face is shining out here in his strength? Who's representing Yahawashi? Pretty much. Who's the representation of him in the earth today? The prophets. All right. So they represent those 7 stars. And then continue, bro.
Verse 16 or 20?
Verse 20. Yep.
The mystery of the 7 stars, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 candlesticks,
which are the prophets, and the 7 candlesticks, continue,
which thou sawest are the 7 churches.
Yeah, which are the 7 churches. The complete, remember the number 7 means complete. So the complete amount of what? Believers. Man, woman, and child. They are the churches. You are a temple. No, you're not that you are a temple and the Lord dwelleth in you. So that's what it's talking about. So the seven candlesticks represent the churches, the people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the remnant that believes in the words that the elect are speaking. That's pretty much what it means.
God, he got it. All right. All right. So any more questions, man, before we get up on out of here?
And just to go even more, when you read about those angels that's holding the different plagues and stuff, those angels, those are also the prophets. Those that's holding the seals and all that, those go to the prophets too. We are the ones that's holding this word that is breaking the seals. So once again, that's why I always say, the more we speak, the more we do lessons, the more we do lies, the faster the prophecies happen, because we are the ones that's loosening the seals.
Yep.
For we are those angels.
That's why, brothers, man, stay on your job, man. Keep pushing it out. And keep putting up curses on this place, man. Shit. We ready to go, man.
Facts.
And bro, your name, it should be Nakamaya. Nakamaya.
Spell that for him too.
I'll put it in the chat. Nakamaya. Because there's no E's in the Hebrew. So Nakamaya. But yeah, anything else, man, before we get up on out of here? It's a whole lot of shit happening. You know, DJ T. Hey, you see them, man? They they basically, him and BB, they basically mad at each other.
Bro, that ain't nothing but a damn Trojan horse, bro.
I know.
That man, they just get into, hey, they just try to put out a Trojan horse so they could build up their ammo and their ammunition, man. You know,
Yep.
they were running low on the missiles, so they need some time. Like, yo, we gotta act like we beefing against each other, so we got to get some time to get our ammo back up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What y'all
man.
gonna see is it ain't no ceasefire, man. Even they talk and do all these little talks, but it's about to pop off again. This is by the will of the Most High, and His determination is to gather the nations, man. So ain't no ceasefire, man. All right. Hey, you individuals that don't believe, and you of military age, get ready to go fight. Get ready to go fight. All right.
Facts. God.
You know, as you don't believe. All right. When that draft letter come in the mail, but I thought the war was over.
That shit ain't going nowhere. As long as you say, you would know that the war was over when you see them say, all right, we're calling all the ships back, all the submarines, all those individuals that we sent over there, those 100,000 troops that we got over there, hey, they all returning home. That's when you will know. If you don't see that, that war is on.
Yep. And last week, Trump, he pulled I did a lesson on it. He pulled a lot of his ships from the UK, from all of his allied nations. He pulled like half of the fleet. I think we might have talked about it on live too. And he stationed them, you know, closer to North Korea, closer to China. All right. So he's getting in position, man. This is like a big game of chess. Right? He's getting in position to attack. So like we say, it ain't no peace. You got it.
Let me make this statement real quick, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Hey, we near, we're close, because now we are no longer in the Strait of Hormuz. Now we have troops over in Jordan, and this is what I've been waiting. I've been waiting on that scripture to be fulfilled, because he's supposed to come out of the Jordan. So now he has his troops up in Jordan, and what's right beside Jordan? That's where you see the ancient Assyrian empire, which is what you would know today as modern day Syria and Iraq. What's in modern day Syria and Iraq? What's over in that area? That's where you have the Euphrates River. What are we looking for the Euphrates River? For the Euphrates River to dry up. That's where the war shall take place. Over there in ancient Assyria, the Assyrian Empire. So he has his I want to say I read about that like 2 days ago, where they were having troops and different warcraft over in Jordan now. So yeah, now it's getting closer. Now this is where you're gonna start to see the boots on the ground. Yeah. You see?
Because that river dries up. You know, they just walk right over. And that river has been drying up for over a decade. You know? I remember. You got it.
So that's where that scripture is gonna come to pass, where it say he shall come out of Jordan, the swelling of the Jordan. But who is like me, who shall turn him back? Man, where's that at? That's Jeremiah 51, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's in Jeremiah 51. Let me see if I can find it so I can bring it. We'll say who is like me. We're talking about where Yahawashi is saying who is like him. that shall turn him away. Let me see. Matter of fact, while I'm making this so hard, let me go to Blue Letter. Hold on for a second. Let me find it.
I know I'm in Blue Letter, like looking for it.
I'll find it real quick. Hold on.
I saw Isaiah, but I don't think that's it. We got all these prophets in here. Ain't nobody got the
49.
precept.
I got you. Yeah.
Ain't nobody got the
49.
precept.
49-19. I should have known that shit. I don't know why this shit left my mind like that. 49-19.
God.
So you saw Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 19. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan. Who is he talking about? This is talking about Esau, Edom. All right. Against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. So when Yahawashi returns, he is the one that's going to bring the fear into everybody that's over there. All right. So right now, this man is what? This man feeling himself. You see, he keep coming on the damn media, talking about they got the greatest military, the greatest army. Yeah, this man is pumped up. You see what I'm saying? He feeling himself, feeling like that lion, ready to come out of the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? Yeah, for who is like Yahawashi? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Yeah, who's going to stop Yahawashi from taking this man out of the way? Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom and his purposes, that he have proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So that's where that man gonna come up out of the Jordan. That's when you're gonna see the boots on the ground. That's where you're gonna see the war really take place to the point where they're gonna be warring until Yahawashi comes back and make his grand appearance in those chariots.
And I mean, shoot, just look at it. We constantly see it's the least of the flock. Them Amalekites. Every time America, because it's looking like, Trump trying to actually make a deal and shit, which he's not, but he is, like, in the sense of trying to play nice for the people. But then you see Israel bomb Lebanon, Israel bomb Syria, Israel bomb whoever. So the least of the flock continues to draw, everybody on them, man. It's warrants out for BB's arrest and those people over there. All right, so they are the bullies and the assholes of the region ever since they got in the region. That's why I'm saying ain't no ceasefire, man. This devil has to show his horns. He can't stop. He's like a kid in a candy store. He can't stop, man. He got to touch something.
Hey, man, we here. So that goes back to what we were saying earlier. ain't nothing else to be revealed, man. For all these people that keep talking about we ain't got the truth. Hey, man, we're at the end of this thing, man. Y'all Johnny come lately. Hey, man, what y'all talking about? We're at the end now. Nothing else shall be revealed, man. All has been revealed.
God. And the river dries up, bro. To the brother Awoken. The Euphrates River is drying up. I knew that damn prophecy in the world.
Hey, go type that in. Type in Euphrates River.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. See what pops up. Let's see how they doing
like
there.
that. Looking like that at this point.
There we go. See that? We here, man. Matter of fact, type in U.S. military in Jordan. See what pops up.
The U.S. maintains a contingent of approximately 3,000 to 4,000 military personnel in Jordan under a 2021 Defense Cooperation Agreement. I'm gonna type it in recent.
Click like 2026 on there. Because I just saw something on it like 2 days ago. I want to say it was like 2 days ago.
It said Iran was attacking Jordan.
And you already know why they was attacking Jordan because, like I'm stating, it's a military build up right there. They building up. U.S. is building up their military right there. I probably have to look for it. We'll do a lesson on that.
Hold up, I think I found something. But damn, it's on New York Times. Hold up. I just gotta check the date on this.
Come on.
This was back in March, but it said they basically sent the 82nd. I remember this, the 82nd Airborne to the Middle East.
Oh, they sent the 82nd over there to Jordan? I didn't even know that's where they went. I knew they went over there, but I didn't know they went to Jordan. Okay. 82nd Airborne Division.
Yeah. But that's pretty much all I could find on it. But keep in mind too, everything that's happening, it would be foolish to put it all on the news, man. Okay, like they never let nobody know about that weapon they had in Venezuela. Understand that. So they're not gonna be loud with everything they're doing. Hey, we gonna hit Iran tomorrow. Like, nah, they're not gonna tell you that. But we in those times, man. But hey, we at the end, man. Japan,
Yeah.
we can get up out of here.
Yeah, I just looking. Yeah, they got a build up over there. They got the F-22s over there in Jordan, the F-15s over there in Jordan, the 82nd Airborne Division over there in Jordan. And if you typing AI, I typed in U.S. build up in Jordan in 2026, and then it just popped up with everything. So yeah, they building up over there.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
So yeah, we close.
Exceeding 60. Yeah, they putting everything in position.
Hmm.
Cause that's how they was doing. Keep in mind, that's how they was doing in Venezuela. They was using. I remember Abinaya talking about it. They was using Trinidad and Tobago as an operation base. Basically, they was operating out of Trinidad and Tobago because that's right there by Venezuela, and they had their carriers and all of that, and they was basically like jamming Venezuela's radar from the sea. So they got the range to do that. So they moving stuff in place for a big attack. Not to mention, what they doing to Cuba too, still to this day. All right, the power's out. They keep messing with them. What we seeing on a global scale is them central banks, man. That's what they want to put in ultimately, you know. But hey, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it, bro. I'm in the kitchen about to eat.
Hey, facing the east, giving all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well, and sincerity taught us his truth. Shalawam to Lord Tofulek. Ate the water for everybody that came through, all the precepts, all the support. The Waters of Quan for making it another, great round table. All right. Hey,
All
brothers.
praise. Hey, all praise to Bahasham, Yahawashi, man.
Every Wednesday at 7, man. Brothers want to come up. Brothers that go out and teach, that produce lessons, you always welcome. All right. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, with that being said, Kwame Yasharahla and above, keep the faith. Shalawam.
Shalawam.